the guy that's going to give you the juice to plug you back in, make you feel good about yourself, self-confidence, raise your self-esteem.
A national entrepreneur helps an area family with a major donation. Anthony Morrison and his brother helped the Burkhart family.
Would you know how to make money if you lost your job? Our next guest has a book that certainly might help you with that. It's called The Hidden Millionaire. It offers practical advice on how to...
Imagine being 25 years old and you're already living as a millionaire. Well, it's a reality for Anthony Morrison. He's the author of The Hidden Millionaire. He's here with secrets.
On the program today, a Mississippian who's found tremendous success by harnessing the power of the internet. And he says you can do it too. We'll meet Anthony Morrison of Madison in just a moment.
Isn't it amazing how many of these internet gurus you see these days just showing you fast cars and mansions and screenshots of just millions and millions of dollars they've earned, but they can't seem to teach you how to make enough money to pay your electric bill or maybe even just your cell phone bill? You know, and the worst part of this is that while they're wasting your time with these empty promises, the money's moving fast and it's leaving you behind. Hi, I'm Anthony Morrison, and yeah, I can show you the fast cars and the Hollywood Cribs house and even the fancy vacations and the really big checks that I earn online every single month. And guess what? It's all real. This is not a movie set. Even though you might have seen me on television, everything that you see here came from the money that I made on the internet, starting from nothing.
But I've got a confession to make. It might seem obvious, but I've got a huge advantage. I'm 28 now, and I've already been making money online for 6 years. So how do you know that you can do this? How do you know I'm not just some out-of-touch marketer who got lucky, but couldn't help you if I tried? How do you know you can copy my ways of making money online no matter where you're at right now? I want to get all that out in the open right away because after teaching thousands of people how to make their own money online from home, the biggest question I get is, Anthony, how can I make money online fast if I'm starting from scratch and I need this to start working for me like yesterday? This is about real life, and I don't want you to dream. I want you to succeed, just like my students are doing now every single day. So quickly, it's like flipping a switch without slowing down for websites and blogs, domain names and hosting, SEO, CPA, PPC, CPV, and the rest of the same old tactics and tricks that just keep you going in circles, more confused and deeper in debt every single time around.
So let's take a step back, because needing to make money fast is exactly what got me started as a 22-year-old student in these dorm rooms right behind me. You know, 6 years ago, I was a student right here in Clinton, Mississippi. In fact, I was the first person in my family that ever got to go to college like this. And I wanted to be a doctor. But what I didn't know was that just a few miles away back at home, my dad, who had retired and worked and saved his whole life, had just lost his entire retirement. My dad put his money and his trust into one company, and now my parents' life savings was gone.
I began shortly after I retired and invested practically my entire savings into WorldCom stock. And shortly thereafter, WorldCom collapsed and I lost all of my investment. And that was just a devastating time for us.
And he didn't even have to tell me at first because my dad, he had to take care of his own family starting when he was just 13. And his biggest hope for me and my younger brother and my sister was for us to get to have that childhood that he didn't get to have and not to have to grow up so fast. By the time I found out, my parents were about to lose their home.
There were so many sleepless nights that I worried all the time. I worried about not being able to support the family. And with 3 children in school, 2 of them had not started college yet. My life was just, I felt like it was over with. I was just devastated.
What would you do? My parents had worked their whole lives to give me opportunities they never had. And now everything they'd sacrificed for was just simply slipping away. I wanted to do what my dad had done, quit school and help my family. But my dad wouldn't let me. He insisted that I had to stay in college. My family needed a miracle, and I needed a solution, fast. Well, they always say necessity is the mother of invention, right?
And what is so amazing about this is that Anthony was in school taking 18 hours. And he's a pre-med student, so those classes are pretty rough on you. And while he was doing that simultaneously, he created the internet business that produced these checks. Checks that came in, and I'll give you amounts here, $101,000.
Okay, wait a minute. What happened there? How did my father go from staring down a disaster, about to lose everything, to holding a check in his hand for over $100,000 I'd made on the internet in just a few months? Even though I'd never made money online before in my entire life. Well, just in case you're wondering, yeah, this really happened, and it was no beginner's luck. It's still happening, and these fast commissions are 100% real. But don't just take my word for it.
103,000, 94,000, 90,000, 156,000. And these were coming in sometimes 2 and 3 a month.
It was
amazing.
It was unbelievable.
I couldn't believe it. It would take your breath away. It still takes my breath away when I see what folks can do with internet marketing.
All from flipping on what I like to call the internet's real-time traffic switch. Ever heard the saying, money loves speed? Well, you're about to see just how true that is. After all, you just saw my own parents with checks that paid off their debts, paid my tuition, and even put my kid brother Adrian and my sister Britton through school debt-free. So fast, I didn't even have time to go through any internet marketing courses, learn how to build a website and drive traffic, or even get a bank account to cash the checks. That's right, I didn't even have a checking account of my own. That's how green I was. And I had to have commission checks sent to my parents' house. In fact, you might say that I just stumbled on this just because I didn't know any better. I've never been a computer nerd or a business mastermind. In fact, all this success was pretty much just a big accident at first. I know that doesn't make me sound like a guru genius, but hey, I'm okay with that. Because I literally managed to cut the line and started making more money than 99% of internet marketers. Heck, more money than all but probably 1% of the people in the country, period. Right from my college dorm room without any preparation or hard knocks or learning curve at all. You might even call it unfair. And I wasn't about to make that same accident happen for you. And listen, I'm not showing you this out of some ego trip or to rub your nose in how fast I succeeded when 99% of other people fail online forever. I'm talking about it and I'm doing it right now because I'm always getting asked this one big question. How do I just make money now? Heck, a lot of people just come right out and ask me questions like, Anthony, what would you do if you lost everything right now and you were literally dropped into a cornfield with nothing but a laptop with none of your money, none of your connection, and how would you make money online? So I know you don't have time to sit through training. I didn't either. I know you don't have just cash lying around to just go buy your way in. I get it. I know what it feels like to have so much at stake you can hardly breathe. Let alone learn SEO or PPC or article marketing or CPA or social media or product creation. And that's why this is just so important. Because here's the thing. My success happened fast, and that's no coincidence. Speed is the key to success online for 2 reasons. 1, the pace of the internet demands a system built on speed. People who don't earn money fast get frustrated and they quit before they ever have a fair chance. You've seen how it worked for me. And my dad, he got tired of me sending him checks, so he had me show him my system. And now, at nearly 70 years of age, he's making his own fast commissions from home. And he'd never even turned on a computer before. All this was activated by the internet's real-time traffic switch. So what's the secret? It's the same secret you're seeing right here in this video today. I've taught this to thousands of students now. And I get emails, letters, even videos every week from people who've never met me. They've got no reason to like me or say a single kind word to me, except that I've shown them how to flip the switch of real-time, zero-cost internet traffic that makes them the kinds of fast cash commissions show up in their mailbox and their accounts that people only dream of. Most of them didn't even know what you already know if you're watching this video right now, and they still saw these same kinds of commissions.
Hi, this is Lance.
Hello everybody, my name is Jerry Arichabala. I am 26 years old. I reside in Queens, New York.
You gotta understand, I'm talking about making double overtime, triple overtime type income, putting in part-time hours.
Hi, I'm Casey Jones from Phoenix, Arizona.
Have you ever been so excited about any guru system or push-button software or anything that you've ever been a part of online that you just had to sit down and write an email or a letter or take out your phone or your camcorder and shoot a thank you video? If you're watching this today, I'm guessing you probably haven't had that experience yet. Maybe you can't even picture how you'd ever be so excited about your future in online marketing that you'd do something like that. So now just imagine for a second the feeling of finally discovering something that works, where you know it without a shadow of a doubt right there and then that you finally found it. That you'll never have to buy another marketing course or listen to another guru open another email about the latest, greatest launch. Imagine being so excited you're finally sending me your success story. You've waited long enough and now finally it's your turn. It's waiting right on the other side of this page right now as you're watching this, and not a moment too soon, because here's exactly what's at stake. Right now, as of October 2011, the internet is leaving you behind. And if you want to catch up once and for all, you're running out of time. I'm not saying that to scare you. If you've ever felt like every guru method and software system you try seems to be outdated, slapped, or obsolete by the time you get your hands on it, you're right. Or if you've ever felt like everything online is just moving faster and faster and you just can't keep up with it, or decide what to focus on, or just go deeper into this information overload, it's not your fault. It's not just you. It's really happening. And it's why 99% of people online are getting nowhere fast, no matter how many courses they buy or how much software they download. Why is this happening? Well, it's actually the same reason my commissions and my students' commissions have just been going up and up every month since I started, while most marketers' income sputters and dries up, or never even gets off the ground. And it's what I call the real-time web effect. Now, what do I mean by real-time? What does a faster and faster web mean for you if you're trying to make money online? Consider